It was really big for us. Sheldon being aggressive. I think when he comes in off the bench, he brings that scoring from the bench. But today he just came in right off the jump and was aggressive for us, and hit shots for us, and he had a really good game.
So Sheldon, based on what you said there, it doesn't sound like it's coincidence that you got off to such a good start with this being your first start. You being loose to start the game and everything, like you were saying.
It's just a lot easier to make shots, transitioning straight from, warming up, where you're shooting the shots and your legs are loose, right to walking out and playing, as opposed to, sitting down, not getting in until there's like 4 or 5 minutes into the game, which in real time is probably like about 8 or 10 minutes. So it's a lot better, it's a lot easier to get loose.
James, what was it about the offense that was clicking tonight that wasn't clicking at Clemson and sort of like every other game it seems here for you guys?
We just really aggressive with the ball. We shared the ball really well tonight. We were the aggressors. We didn't play on our heels or play really passive. And that's really what we were emphasizing on the offensive end the last 2 days in practice. And it was good to see that translate to the game.
Sheldon, a lot of your best games here at Pitt have come at home. Is that something you sort of feed off the zoo and the energy they provide?
Always. I mean, you heard them tonight. I love that. I love them, and they love me.
James, how much would you say getting off to a strong start offensively correlates with a better defensive performance?
It definitely helps. But I think as the season continues, we're going to definitely have to continue to improve on the defensive end. When you're making shots and the ball is really moving well like it was tonight, it makes the game that much easier. But we know as the season goes on, it's going to be our defense which is going to help us win games.
Sheldon, obviously you're a little bit smaller than Raphael and Alonzo, but you guys are still able to out-rebound them with you guys. With you getting much more minutes, what was there an increased focus on that?
Yeah, a couple of our past performances, like the last couple of weeks, we really just been out physical. So in practice, we really turned up, like physicality-wise. A lot of people were called out, and I was one of them. So, we just picked up the physicality and it translated over to the game.
James, what did 30 assists tell you?
Means
30 assists.
means we were taking open shots, good shots. And also tells me that we were finding an open guy. We were being unselfish. And I think, not that we got away from it too much, but it wasn't really there the last couple games. And it was good to see us get back to that tonight and give us momentum going forward.
Sheldon, you just mentioned the increased physicality in practice. How does that manifest itself? I mean, anything specifically that coach does or doesn't do? I mean, do they just stop calling stuff? I mean, how does it?
A little bit of that. I mean, they don't call that much, but at the same time, it's like, it's not too hard to box them out after, going against Mike with no fouls being called, So the stuff just carries over to the game. We stressed, no offensive rebounds and all that, and so it just, it's just the way we practice carried over to the game, and that's why we won tonight by 2 on the offensive board. On the rebounding board.
James, did you notice any additional physicality directed your way from Virginia Tech? It seemed like you got tangled up with them a few times.
That's just part of the game, really. It was just part of the game, really. It's nothing major.